Have you ever heard of a girl so strong that even grown men trembled when they saw her? Imagine being so powerful that your entire village feared you. This is the story of Nneoma, the strong girl of Ubinago village. In the quiet village of Ubinago, children grew up with one warning whispered by their mothers at night. Never fight Nneoma. Never make her angry. Nneoma wasn't like other girls. She was born with strong hands, eyes that seemed to see too deeply. By the time she was 12, she carried a mortar twice her size on her head as though it was nothing. When she turned 16, something happened that sealed her name into the mouths of everyone in the village. During a festival, she stepped into the wrestling ring just to try her luck. The strongest village wrestler, a man twice her size, laughed at her. But within minutes, she slammed him to the ground. The crowd roared, clapping and cheering. Our Nneoma, our lioness, she will protect us one day. For a while, Nneoma basked in their praise. Children followed her around. Men admired her. Women talked about her with pride. She is one of us, but time has a way of changing hearts. As she grew older, the cheers turned into uneasy gossips. Her strength was no longer funny. It was frightening. Her eyes, once bright, now looked darker, sharper. Her temper became quick. Then strange things began to happen. Chickens dropped dead when she walked by. Pregnant women swore they saw her shadow in their nightmares. Men who tried to challenge her ended up sick the next day. And so, the same villagers who once praised her began to fear her. Mothers now warned their children, do not go close to Nneoma, do not play with her. Men began to avoid her. Women gossiped when she passed. Even little children who once clapped for her now ran away at the sound of her footsteps. They said, this strength is not human. Nneoma has spirit in her blood. At first, Nneoma tried to ignore them. She told herself, they are only afraid because they do not understand me. But deep down, a small fear lived in her heart. Because sometimes, late at night, when the moon was bright and the forest behind the village was quiet, she heard voices, soft at first, then louder, calling her name. Nneoma. She would sit up in her bamboo bed, her skin cold, her eyes wide. She would hold her wrapper tightly and whisper, who is there? But no one ever heard, only the sound of the wind moving through the trees. Nneoma never told anyone, not her mother, not her father, not her closest friend. To the villagers, she kept her face strong, but inside she was afraid that maybe, just maybe, the people were right. One year, war came to Ubinago. Raiders from a rival village came in at night. They set fire to yam barns. They beat the men. They dragged away goats and chickens. The people of Ubinago cried for help, but no one was strong enough to fight back. Then Nneoma stepped out. She held only a staff in her hand. No shield, no armor, just her wrapper tight, and her bare feet on the red earth. The raiders laughed when they saw her. A woman. You brought a woman to fight for you. But before their laughter ended, Nneoma moved. Her staff cracked the skull of the first man. Another swung a machete. She cut it with her bare hands and twisted it away. Her scream tore through the night, louder than the drums of war. One by one, she struck them down. The ground shook under her feet. By dawn, the raiders had fled, leaving behind their dead. The villagers were safe. The fires died out. Children came out from hiding. But instead of praise, gossips began again and again. Our Nneoma is not a girl. She is a spirit. If we don't stop her, one day she will destroy us all. And from that day, the same people she saved began to fear her even more. The elders gathered in secret. That night, the moon hid behind dark clouds, as if even the sky wanted no part of their plans. They sat in a circle, their faces lit by palm oil lamps, their voices very low but heavy. This girl is a danger. She will bring us rain. She must be banished before it is too late. They nodded in agreement. By morning, they would send her away. But just then, the doors opened. An old woman shuffled in, her back bent, her eyes white and blind. She was the oldest in Obinago, so frail that many thought she would not live another season. Her voice cracked like dry wood as she spoke. Fools! Do you not know the truth? The strength you fear was given by the gods. Nneoma was born to protect this village, but mark my words, the day you betray her is the day you will beg for her return. The elders laughed. What does a blind woman know of war? One scoffed. She is only old, her mind is gone, another whispered. Yet, as her words floated in the air, a strange silence fell. The warning stayed like a smoke that refused to leave the room. Art down, the elders called Nneoma. Our daughter, there is danger in the forest. Raiders are hiding there. Only you can face them. Trusting them, Nneoma went. But the moment she stepped beneath the tall trees, men jumped out from every side. They threw ropes around her, ropes laced with charms and cowries. The more she struggled, the tighter the ropes burned against her skin. Her scream echoed through the forest, but the villagers did not answer. They left her there, alone. For days, Obinago was quiet. The people danced and sang. At last, we are free, they said. No more fear, no more Nneoma, but joy does not last forever. One moonless night, the rival warriors returned. This time, they came in greater numbers. Their drums shook the earth. Their fire lit the sky. The men of Obinago picked up spears and machetes, but without Nneoma, they were like chicks before a hawk. One by one they fell. A hut burned, mothers wailed, children scattered into the bush, and in the middle of the chaos, someone said trembling, the old woman's words, they are coming true. As the village burned, a few survivors ran into the forest, their voices breaking in fear. Help us! Somebody help us! And then they saw her, Nneoma. She stood under a giant tree. The ropes that once held her were lying in pieces on the floor. No one knew how they had broken. No one dared to ask. But she was not the same girl they had betrayed. Her eyes glowed like fire. Her breath came out like smoke. When she spoke, her voice roared like thunder through the trees. You casted me away, yet here you are, begging for salvation. The villagers dropped to their knees, trembling, crying, calling her name, but Nneoma only smiled. A cold, heavy smile. You called me a curse. Now you will know the real meaning of fear. What happened next? No one can say for sure. Some said that she fought for them that night, scattering the warriors like leaves in a storm. Others swore she turned her fury on the village itself, burning everything in her path. But the truth? No one really knows, because those who lived never spoke of it again. And even till today, when the moon is full and the wind howls through Obinago, parents whisper to their children, respect the strong ones among you, for strength is both a gift and a curse. So tell me, was Nneoma truly a savior? Or was she the very cause her people feared? If this story shook you, don't just scroll. Like, share, and follow for more unforgettable African tales that will keep you thinking long after the video ends. Bye, and see you in the next one.